For myself, when I'm doing any sort of acceleration-based sprint training, I'm usually thinking low shins, feet dorsiflexed, and long, forceful strides. I found what really helped my technique in acceleration was doing heavy resisted sprints, especially just being a little bit new to the technique and just sprinting in general. Doing those very heavy resisted sprints allowed me to still train at maximal intensity, still allowed me to develop those rate of force development and accelerative qualities that I needed, but put me in those more optimal acceleration angles. Something I would always struggle with would be trying to work on those ideal horizontal projection angles, but I'd be dragging a very light sled behind me. Or I'd be running up a hill where I wasn't necessarily feeling like I was in any sort of acceleration angle or low angle. And it wasn't until I started kind of digging into some research and experimenting around with it myself of doing basically 50 to 70% of my body weight on a sled that I would then drag. And so it really became more trying to lean into the weight, allow my chest, my hips, everything to kind of sink towards the ground horizontally, focus on long triple extension angles, keep the feet dorsiflexed, and just continuously trying to attack and push the floor away from me. And then once I spent a lot of time in those early initial training phases, I then kind of had these mental touch points in my head of what things should feel like when I would get back into just accelerating just my body weight, and then those angles that I would try and get into myself.